Hello everyone. In this video session, I am going to practically demonstrate a Java program to check whether the given year is a leap year or not. So before I write the logic for checking whether the given year is a leap year or not, I need to first explain what exactly is a leap year. Let me explain. So what is a leap year? Leap year has 366 days, whereas the normal year has only 365 days. If an year has 366 days, then that is a leap year. The leap year will have a day extra than the normal year. But how to find out whether the given year is a normal year or leap year? How to find out that? For that, we need to follow this. We need to divide the given year by 4. Okay, if this particular given year is evenly divisible by number 4, that means you are getting the remainder 0 when you divide this year by 4. If you are getting the remainder as 0, then we have to check the same year by dividing by 100. If you are not getting, if you are dividing the same year which is evenly divisible by 4, okay, by 100, it is not evenly divisible. In case of dividing this year by 100 and this year is not evenly divisible, that means the remainder 0 is not coming when you divide this year by 100, then this year is a leap year, guys. Just carefully observe. If this particular year is evenly divisible by 4, that means if you are getting the remainder 0, and at same time if you are trying to divide this year by 100 and it is not evenly divisible by 100, that means you are not getting the remainder as 0. In this case, it is a leap year. This is the first case, guys. Okay. The first case for an year to be leap year is it should be evenly divisible by 4 and not evenly divisible by 100. So this is a leap year. What if, what if the second case I am explaining, what if this particular year is evenly divisible by 4? That means you are getting the remainder 0 if you divide this particular year by 4. And also, when you divide this number by 100, then also it is evenly divisible. Here in the first case, year is not evenly divisible by 100, but evenly divisible by 4. That's why it is a leap year. But in the second case, the year is evenly divisible by not only 4, but also 100. In this case, we need to perform one more check. That is, we need to divide this year by 400. If the year is divisible by, evenly divisible by 4 and also 100, then we need to check this also. That is, we need to check whether this year is evenly divisible by 400 also or not. If you are getting the remainder as 0 when you divide this year by even 400 also, all this 400 and 400, when you divide this year by either 400 or 400, in all the cases we are getting 0, then this year is a leap year. Okay. If the year is divisible by, evenly divisible by 4 and 100, then it should also be evenly divisible by 400, then only it is a leap year. But in another case where this year is evenly divisible by 0, okay, you are getting the remainder 0 when you divide this year by 4. Similarly, when you divide this year by 100 also, you are getting the remainder as 0. But when you divide this year by 400, then you are not getting the remainder as 0. You see, this case is gone. In this case, this is not a leap year. Okay, this is not leap year, not a leap year. Just understand two cases, guys. If the year is, here I'll say, so if the year is evenly divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100, okay, it is evenly divisible by 4 and not evenly divisible by 100, then it is a leap year. Straightforward scenario. This is okay. But if the year is evenly divisible by both 4 and 100, then we need to check if it is evenly divisible by 400. If it is evenly divisible by 4 and 100, then it should also be evenly divisible by 400. Then only it will be a leap year. Otherwise, it's not a leap year. Okay, these two lines, if you understand, then you can write the logic, guys, properly. So let me start writing the logic for checking whether the given year is a leap year or not by checking these things. So here, first of all, I'll write the logic for receiving the year from the user. So I'll create an object for we need to create an object for the scanner class, guys. Scanner class will allow you to intake the input from the user. Okay. So hover the mouse, import the scanner from java.util. This constructor cannot be empty. Write system.in. Now ask the user to enter the year. Enter any year like this. Ask the user to enter any year. Done. Now the user will try to, this particular text will be printed in the output and user will try to input an year. So way to collect that input given by the user. For that, in order to intake the input given by the user, we have to say scanner.nextInt. Scanner.nextInt. This nextInt command will intake the input from the user. Whatever the year that user enters will be intaken by this nextInt. See, it is return type is int. So we can store the year here. Over the mouse, create local variable. Now we got the year. Whatever the user inputted year is stored in the year variable now. Fine. After this, we need to write the logic for checking whether the given year is a leap year or not. Okay, whether the given year is a leap year or not, we need to check the logic. For that, we need to first what we have to check first, guys. We have to check whether the year is evenly divisible by 4. That means if you divide the year by 4, then it should result in the remainder 0, guys. For that, which operator we have to use? Modulus operator. Year percentile 4. If the year percentile 4 is equal to 0, if you are getting the remainder when you divide this year by 4 as 0, then we need to check another thing. What is that another thing, guys? If the year is divisible by 4, then we need to check whether the given year is also divisible by 100 or not. So inside this if condition, child if condition, we'll write year percentile 100 is equal to 0. Here also, if you are getting the remainder as 0, then the thing will be different. Now here, let's say the given year is evenly divisible by 4, but if it is not evenly divisible by 100, it will go to the else block. If the given year is evenly divisible by 4, that means if you are getting the remainder as 0, then again you will go inside this if block and check whether the same year is evenly divisible by 100. That means you are getting the 0 as remainder when you divide this year by 100 or not. In this case, in case of else block, the first statement will be done, guys. If the year is evenly divisible by 4 and not evenly divisible by 100, that means this block we have to go, right? This block. So before going here, I will do one thing. So here I will say boolean is leap year. By default, I will set it to false. By default, I will set the year to leap year to false. Here, if the year is evenly divisible by 4 but not evenly divisible by 100, then we'll go to the else block of this 100 thing, right? So here it is a leap year. Here we have to say is leap year is equal to true. Just clearly observe, guys. Evenly divisible by 4 but not evenly divisible by 4, then else block of this condition you will get. Then you will set the is leap year as true because it is a leap year. The year which is evenly divisible by 4 but not evenly divisible by 100 is a leap year. That's why we have to set the is leap year to true. What if the year is evenly divisible by 4 and also evenly divisible by 100? Then we need to go for the next statement. If it is evenly divisible by both 4 and 100, then we need to check whether this year is also evenly divisible by 400, right? Inside this if, we'll write another if saying year percentile 400. This is also 0. Okay. If the year is evenly divisible by not only 4 but also 100, then we need to check whether the year is also evenly divisible by 400. If it is evenly divisible by 400, again this is going to be the leap year. Okay, this year is going to be the leap year if it is evenly divisible by not only 4 but also 100 and 400. What if there is another condition where year is evenly divisible by 4, evenly divisible by 100, but not 400? Then is leap year is false, like this. And a high level thing also there, guys. What is the high level thing? Here we have written only one condition at the higher if condition. If year is evenly divisible by 4, then we are checking all this stuff. But what if it is not evenly divisible by 4? Straightforward, it is not a leap year. Here we have to say is leap year is equal to false, like this, guys. Okay. So based on this two things, we have to write the logic, nothing more than that. So once you are done with all these loops, logic things, now here I'll write another if condition saying if leap year, if it is a leap year, then write down something system.out.println given year, given year, sorry, in the double quotes you have to write given year, which year you have given, this year is inputted by the user, right? That year you have to paste. Given year is a leap year. Else write system.out.println. Again the same thing. Given year plus year plus is not a leap year. Not a leap year. Now let's run this code and enter some year and check whether the entered year is a leap year or not. Here guys, before we run this program, there is a warning displayed. That is, there is a resource leak with the scanner object. So once the user has inputted the year here, we can simply close the scanner object. As a best practice you can do, guys. Not mandatory, but if you close, that means you are following the best practices. Fine. So the warning message is gone. Now let's run this code. Right click, run as Java application. You see, when I run the code, it is asking the user to enter the year. So as a user, I am going to enter the year. Let's say I'm going to enter the year as 2005. Enter. Simply straightforward, 2005 is not a leap year because it is not divisible by 4, right? You see 5 is there at the end. You can clearly say that 2005 is not evenly divisible by 4. You will not get the remainder. Okay, it's a odd number, right? You'll get the remainder as 1. When you divide it by 4, you'll not get the remainder as 0, guys. That's why it is not a leap year. And let's go with the next one. So run it again. And this time let's give 2004. Enter. It is a leap year, guys. 2004 is a leap year because it is divisible by, evenly divisible by 4. What if I give 2000, directly 2000 I will give, okay? 2000 is a leap year because 2000 is divisible by 4, it is divisible by 100, and also it is divisible by 400. That's why it is a leap year. 2000 is divisible by 400 and 400. All. Fine. Let's say I'll give something like this 2300. Let's see. I don't think so. So let's run it again. If I give 1917 is not a leap year. So it's working fine, guys. Okay. So all these conditions are working fine. This logic will check whether the given inputted year is a leap year or not. So hope guys you understood how to write the logic for checking whether the given input year is a leap year or not. So that's it guys. Thank you. Bye.